I found another piece of the puzzle for my investing journey, and as I am going to talk about it in the next couple of videos whenever I'm doing something, I want to introduce it to you, and this is Coindepo. This is basically a site where you can deposit your crypto, earn interest on them, as well as borrow for a certain fee. I plan to doing this on most of my Bitcoin and my Ethereum that I earn via dual investment, as well as a couple of my Go mining rewards. But first thing first, this is of course no financial advice, and you should always take only a portion of your capital and your earnings and stuff like that, because even though this is a safe, in my opinion, safe platform, you can always have some risk. So what we're talking about, you can see they have I have some already on it, and you can earn from stable coins. You can earn between 18 to 24% in a year, and RPR, so it's also a bit higher because of the APY. And for other crypto, you see here which we have, I'm currently only Ethereum and Bitcoin and a bit of my Shiba Inu, which I had laying around. You can earn between 12 and 18%. How does it work? Well, they have different account styles where you can say I want to have my interest paid daily, weekly, monthly, quarterly or yearly, and the higher range you go, the more percentage you go. So for the daily, for Ethereum, for example, you get 12%. For the yearly payout, you get 18%. And we currently also have an offer running, I think until 4th or 5th of August. If you pay in on a quarterly account and you keep it also there for the next payout, so for 3 months in this case, you get for every $100 worth of crypto you put in there, $5. So it's a little nice thing. So I did it for my Ethereum. So I will be getting, I think 50, let's check. Yeah, pending bonus is 49.32 because it's actually in Ethereum. So as Ethereum prices is changing, you will get different numbers here. I also bought some of their pre-sale token because you will get benefits when you hold this token. If this is a wise choice, we will see. They will list them or try to list them for 10 cents. In the pre-sale, you can get them for 6 cents. And they also pay very nice interest rate as long as we are in the pre-sale phase, which we are until autumn, I think, somewhere, Q3 somewhere. So how does it fit into my strategy? Well, first of all, I am trying to slowly but surely build up my Coinbase. And if you watched any of my dual investment videos on Pionex, you know the sell high has always the risk that you get assigned. So you basically lose your crypto. You still convert it back to USDT, which is not my goal. My goal is to earn more on the coins. And I will be using my dual investment to collect more money to buy in regular intervals coins, or also subtract some of the buy high as I get a sell high, as I get rewards within the coin, and I will deposit them here and let them grow. So for example, I have Shiba in my daily payout. You can see if I check that one, Shiba Inu. You can see I have like 5,500,000 coins in here, and I basically currently get around 1,800 coins each day. So this totals up 12% RPR. It will be more because it has a compounding effect included already. So, and you see I have 37 pending. This is basically for my quarterly payout from the Ethereum on top of the rewards I received. And the next part I am doing for my strategy, I want to keep my Bitcoin and Ethereum, but I also want to try to earn more with them. The 12% are great because they are actually within the coin. So you get more Bitcoin each day, you get more Ethereum each day, or quarterly, or whatever product you put them in. And you can also borrow. I need to say the borrowing fees are nothing to laugh about. So you pay an insane amount in interest. So I borrowed $400 of USDC and I'm paying like 90 cents a day, which is totally fine. I withdrew my $400 and I put them on Pionex on a dual investment where I am making more. So that's not a problem, but you need to be aware of it. They also let you only borrow 50% of your actual portfolio value at maximum. You shouldn't do so much. I think you should go down a bit. I am currently borrowing a bit below 35%. Actually, I think I started with 30%, but as my balance lost a bit of value because Ethereum dropped a bit, Bitcoin dropped a bit, my locked total value is rising. And as you can see here, an 80%, I would liquidate it, meaning I would lose my investment because then we're taking it back so we can get the paid loan back. But in the meantime, I can always add more here, or I just pay, you go take it back from Pionex and repay my loan. So this is my 2 steps. I think the second step adds quite some risk here. So if you only are looking for a safe haven to let your Bitcoin grow, just do the first one. But I basically will be continuing to paying in everything, not everything, a part of what I receive here, and then borrow and then put it back on Pionex to earn more coin. Why? Basically, the 12% on Bitcoin, if my whole portfolio would consist of Bitcoin, are from the 100%. The 27.5% RPR I'm paying on the loan are at maximum 50%. And in my case, I'm borrowing USDT, which will always have the same value. So I always pay the same amount back while Bitcoin growing and Ethereum growing, and hopefully the value of the coin growing. It should offset that, especially if I make more money on Pionex as well, which I do. I'm currently making around 60 to 70% normally RPR, so it's far more than that. So for me, it's safe. Let's see how this will go in the long run. So if you plan on putting some money in here, check first if it's supported in your country, and also do your own research. You can see, if you look for them on social media, you can find a lot about them. They are very active, and what basically is also a great thing for me personally. And they have a team where you know exactly who's behind them, and you also find social media accounts on these people. So at least I found from the CEO the LinkedIn account, and that's for me a sign that it's better than most. Because I initially also thought, wow, 12% in a year on Bitcoin is super high, or on Ethereum, especially compared to staking, which is only, I think, 2 to 3%. But nonetheless, you still have always risks, so always keep that in mind. Do your own research. I will be putting, I think, between 34 and 50% of my crypto investments in here in the long run, not today, not tomorrow, but I will be slowly but surely building up my position here to let it just sit and grow, borrow a portion back, put it back into the dual investment, and there I will be wheeling quite aggressively, because then I don't care if the sell high is actually getting assigned, because I will take those profits, buy more coin, put it in here, and take a part of that again to Pionex. So it's not the most capital efficient, because you can only borrow here up to 50%, but I am being able to grow my coin without having to think about how I avoid assignment on Pionex, and I just can get the USDT from there and then convert it. So you can see here also already the payments I receive daily, and here you can see my withdrawal. I drew 402 USDT, and I'm already earning a beautiful 23 Satoshi a day. But you have to remember, I currently only have 72,000 Satoshi in here. So yeah, 12% on that, just 23 Satoshis a day, but it's cool, it's growing, and I will upping my Bitcoin position here in the next weeks and months. Maybe you already heard about it. Show me, share your experience if you used it. We're existing already for over 5 years. from what I investigated and researched. And yeah, until the next time.